I didn't find cheating. I didn't find lies. I realized something way worse. And once I noticed it, my relationship was already dead. We were together for 4.5 years. No cheating scandals, no explosive fights, no dramatic breakups where someone storms out and slams a door. That's why this still messes with my head. From the outside, we looked fine. We paid bills together. We made plans months in advance. We still said I love you every night before sleeping. But one random evening, something so small happened that it completely rewired how I saw everything. We were lying in bed, side by side, both on our phones. They laughed at something on their screen. And without even thinking about it, they tilted the phone away from me. Not secretive, not defensive, just automatic. And that's when my stomach dropped. Because suddenly, I realized how long it had been since I was the person they instinctively shared things with. Not the first person, not the second, not even the third. I was just there. My brain started replaying moments I had ignored for months. Every time I talked about my day and got a distracted yeah in response. Every time I tried to open up and they changed the subject 5 seconds later. Every time I leaned in for affection and it felt tolerated instead of returned. Then the worst thought hit me. They weren't pulling away. They had already arrived somewhere else. I realized I'd been slowly shrinking myself to keep the peace. Talking less, asking for less, needing less. Not because I was independent, but because needing anything felt like a burden. I thought about the last time they missed me. Not said it. Not texted it. Actually felt it, and I couldn't remember. That night, they fell asleep within minutes. I stayed awake, staring at the ceiling, doing the math in my head. They didn't hate me, they didn't resent me, they weren't unhappy, they were comfortable. And comfort had replaced love so quietly that I hadn't noticed the switch. That's when it clicked. I wasn't their partner anymore. I was their routine, someone to split rent with, someone to sit next to, someone to exist beside, but not someone they emotionally reached for. The next morning, they kissed me goodbye, like nothing was wrong. And that somehow hurt more than a fight ever could. Because how do you fix something when the other person doesn't even realize it's broken? How do you compete with someone who's already let go? I didn't break up with them that day, or the next week, but something in me quietly shut down. Because once you realize someone doesn't choose you anymore, once you realize you're no longer the place their heart goes, every I love you starts to sound like a habit. Every smile feels delayed. Every touch feels empty. And eventually, you stop grieving the relationship. You grieve the moment you realized it was already over.